So excited.
Yes, I just want to start out by saying thank you so much, Jenna, for the warm welcome. I'm so glad to be here this evening, and I'm excited about the Game Changing Academy. For those that don't know, I have been in the industry since 2015. I didn't have my breakthrough until 2016 with offline marketing, and then also learning online marketing. And I just want to tell you guys basically what to expect when you actually decide to become a part of the Game Changing Academy. So the Game Changing Academy basically is going to be for everyone. It's going to be for those who are in the US, those who are international, anyone who wants to actually come into the online space and start making money. And one of the things that I wanted to do was incorporate passive programs, opportunities, and not only that, incorporate traffic generation strategies and taking people through the things that they need most in their business that isn't going to require a lot of skill set or really needing to know how to sell. So that's the thing. When I first got into the industry, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much that I have to learn. And I just didn't figure out what to do in the beginning because I was kind of like all over the place because there are so many different platforms, so many different ways to make traffic. Everyone is trying to sell you something and not really giving you the fundamentals that you need in order to have success within your opportunity, your business. Not only that, not having a community where that's affordable, where everybody can come together as a team and work together collectively, okay? I really feel like for people, in order for you to make it in this industry and to be successful, it takes a lot of coming together, right? And not only that, knowing what to do and exactly how to do it. And that's what we're going to do with the Game Changing Academy. So what I've been doing is putting together the membership site, the website, the trainings, the core values of what's necessary in order to be successful. One of the things that I noticed during a lot of my trainings is that people are focusing on the wrong things, or they're scatterbrained where they're focusing on too many different strategies. And that was my problem. I'm like, where do I want to start and what do I want to do? And when this didn't work after a couple of weeks, I was moving on to this, and this didn't work after 30 days, I was moving on to this. And one of the things that I realized is that, you know what? I need to be a part of a community, and I need to have a mentor that's going to show me exactly what to do, but not only that, how to do it the right way and really help me and allow me to grow my business. So once I was able to really just zone into one method, right? And use a few different softwares and tools, not only did it help me to have results because I wasn't using up all of my time in one place, right? Trying to do a whole bunch of different things. But then I started to see the results because I was strategically doing the same thing every single day, okay? So with the Game Changing Academy, what we're gonna focus on, we're gonna focus on some passive opportunities, passive money where you don't have to recruit, okay? We're gonna also work on how to build your business the right way. If there's a product that you love and you love affiliate marketing and you want to build your business. What I love about the passive part of this is that this allowed me to grow my affiliate marketing business because now I wasn't worrying about pitching to people and having to always look for new people. People were actually looking for me. And that's the one thing I told my mentor when I first started. If I have to go out and struggle to find people to join my business opportunity, I don't want to do this. I used to sell cars for a living. I don't like selling anything. And one of the things that I noticed is that there were so many people out there that were 6- and 7-figure earners that weren't out there spamming their link everywhere. They weren't out there looking for people. People were just flying to them on a consistent basis, wondering what they were doing, how they were doing it, and they wanted to be a part of their business. And I said, you know what? I need that. That's what I want. I want that. Just how I went to Marketing Guru A, Marketing Guru B, and Marketing Guru C. I want to be that marketing guru where people are coming to me wanting to know what it is that I offer and how to get started. So over the years, in the beginning, there were some things that didn't work, right? Mainly because the skill set, it was just too much for me to handle mentally. And I wasn't able to grab the information in order to build my business. And then there was other things that were simple and easy enough for me to start building my business. And not only that, earning passively during that time. Now, one of the things that I want to touch on before I bring out our speaker for the night is that when we talk about passive income, a lot of people get this incorrect, right? People think I'm going to just go ahead and put some money into something and it's going to work for me. That's not the case. Okay. It's not just the money. It's the money and the people that you have in place to help you build that passive income that allows it to become passive. And the thing is you can literally do this within 6 to 12 months, depending on how good you are at following directions, how good you are at staying focused, your consistency level, right? And what I did was last year, I tapped into some extremely expensive trainings. I spent over about $12,000 between 2 different trainings that allowed me to earn passively while also building my affiliate marketing business. And what I love about that is I can go on vacation. Like right now I'm in Puerto Rico and I can be on vacation for a couple of months and I still have money coming in every single day because I already built it up and I know how to do it. And I joined forces with some heavy hitters who were willing to teach me how to do that, right? And one of the things that I noticed, and you guys probably can agree to this, I want to get a 1 in the chat if you can agree with this, that sometimes it feels like certain parts of the business is missing, or that the person that is giving you the information isn't giving you everything in order for you to be successful. If you've been through that, give me a 1, because I felt like this a lot of times where it's like, you know what, this seems too good to be true, or there's something missing that isn't allowing me to see success, right? But also there were times where I didn't have realistic expectations. And because of that, I kept failing over and over and over again, right? And you know what, I'm gonna be honest, I'm happy for the failures, right? Because now I get to share that story and also connect with people saying, you know what, listen, don't do it this way. It doesn't work. I don't care how many people tell you it doesn't work. And if you continue to do it that way, you're not going to see the success that you're looking for. But on top of that, now I'm able to give people a realistic expectations, but not only that, the skill sets that's easy enough for people to learn without having to feel forced into doing something that they want to do or learning a particular skill set that they don't want to learn. Okay. So with the Game Changing Academy, again, we're going to be going over passive income, building our affiliate marketing business, but not only that, how to come together as a community, as a team, and really have a game plan as one, okay? And guys, I don't care, right? I tell people this all the time. Sometimes just being a woman, maybe you're a single mom or you're a single dad or you're a single person. We're so used to doing things on our own, but we can move so much faster as a team. And I just tell people to always compare yourself to people out there like the president or like Beyonce or like people, Oprah Winfrey, or, you know, whoever it is, right? All of these different people we have, Ellen DeGeneres, right? They all have an entourage. And the reason why that's important is because it allows them to get more done. And yes, teamwork makes the dream work, Carmen, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. So I've always believed in that if you truly want success within your business, you want to stop being a hamster on a wheel. There's a few things that you have to have, and you can write this down because this is important. This is what allowed me to go from 0 to 6 figures to 7 figures, right? And I'm grateful for all of it, right? I'm grateful for all of it because, again, with each stepping stone, I was able to learn something new, but also have some failures where I'm able to talk to others and explain to them the things that you don't want to do. And not only that, also realistically put this on paper and map it out. So the three things: traffic. Whether you're doing something passively or not, you have to have traffic, okay? And again, you don't have to do this by spamming your link and having people, you're trying to chase people down. You don't have to do that, right? So you're gonna need traffic. That's very important. The more people, the better, the more money you're able to make. Community. Interacting and growing as a team is important. Why? Because if you don't have a team, and that's one of the things that I love, this one program I'm with, we meet all throughout the month, right? And I'm able to connect with people who are doing really well, better than me. And I'm also able to connect with people who aren't doing as well as me. And what I love about that is that on both sides of the spectrum, I'm learning something new, okay? And that's the thing. A lot of people aren't willing to connect with other people to not only learn what to do, but also what not to do and what's working and what's not working, okay? And that's where we come together as a team to discuss these issues, because it's definitely an issue, but it's something that we can overcome. So we have the community, we have the traffic, and then the next thing we need is the actual product. Now, whether this is us selling something or if it's passive, it needs to be something that's going to make money. And like I tell people all the time, I don't care how much you love your product. If there's not a need for that product, it will not benefit you. I don't care. People tell me all the time, oh my goodness, I love this skincare product I'm promoting. I love the company. I love what it stands for. But to be honest, is that the easiest way to make money? Is that the best way to get into this game and actually start building a full-time income when you're going up against Amazon, Walmart, and other name brands that's been out there for a while? And you know, these are the kind of conversations that we need to have, because again, whether or not you love that skincare product, if you have too much competition and you don't really know what you're doing and you're not with a reputable company, it's going to be hard for you to make money. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is some of the easiest ways and the easiest products to start earning a full-time income, what that actually looks like, and why you should be a part of that. Okay, we're going to go over things like why do it now instead of later, because that's another problem. Sometimes people jump into opportunities when it's too late in a game, you know, to do that particular opportunity. And how we all need to be on the same page as one if we want to all have results. Now, guys, write this down. The Game Changing Academy is going to launch on April 5th. April 5th through the 9th is going to be our launch date. Up until then, I'm going to be giving you guys some of the tools and softwares that you're going to need in order to make this happen as quickly as possible. Now, one of the things I want to say, whether or not you decide to jump on the bandwagon or not, it makes me no difference, right? I'm already a seven-figure earner. I'm going to give you what you need that I use. So I don't have to have people saying to me, oh, she's hiding this, or she's hiding that, or she's not giving us this, she's not giving us that. You're going to get it all laid out in little bits and pieces. So not only do you understand why you need it, but also how to use it. And again, the things that I use is easy enough for anybody to use because they are extremely newbie friendly. I've been with a lot of different softwares and tools that don't work, or they have too much of a learning curve where it's hard to really utilize it, or there's just not enough training in order to use it the right way. So I only pick certain softwares and certain tools to use that I feel is going to benefit me long-term. And it's also easy enough for other people to use those tools or softwares and get results. That's really important. Now, another thing, during our trainings, if there's some things that you decide not to do or use or whatever the case is, your results may be different, okay? And I tell people that all the time. As an example with me, When I first started, I didn't want a funnel. I was going to do this business without it. There was no way. But I was so just wrapped around, I know what I'm doing, and I was so stubborn. I'm not going to do this funnel thing. I don't need it. It cost me a lot of time, headache, and money. Why? Because I was working harder instead of working smarter. And then when I started using a funnel, now I have money coming in when I'm asleep, when I'm eating, when I'm traveling, and things like that. It took me a while to get there. You know, I want you guys to be able to not make the same mistakes that I made, but not only that, I now want to teach you guys some of the things that I've learned over the last 8 months to a year, which is going to be brand new for a lot of you guys. Because again, some of this stuff is things that I have not shared because I was waiting for the Game Changing Academy. Okay. And again, I wanted a way for people to have passive income to pump money into their full-time business, their online business venture. But not only that, not have to feel so burdened with having to always promote and not seeing results. So with that said, today we're going to be introducing one of our first tools that is going to help prepare you for what we have to come in April. Okay. Now, if you have a tool, if you want to talk to me about what you already have, get some feedback from myself or Coach Jenna about what you're using in comparison to what we're going to be showing you. We have no problem with setting up a meeting and just going over that. That's another thing that we want to do. We want to be able to have meetings with people that need that additional training, or just, should I be doing this, right? Because you don't want to think about it 5 months from now and then it's like, oh my gosh, I should have said something, right? Let's say something now and not wait until 5 months from now when it's like you've wasted the whole, half of the year and you didn't get it right. Okay. So we have one of my business partners and a friend of mine, Jacques, who is always bringing great information to me. And not only that, I've worked with him for years. I trust him. Not only that, the things that he gives to me, I have used for years, and it has helped me so much with the learning curve with affiliate marketing, and not only that, running my business. And again, if we do this as a team collectively, it's going to benefit all of us. But it's always a but, guys, it's always a but, all right? You have to be consistent. That's the thing. This is not going to work for you if you are the type of person who is all over the place. You're starting something today, you're done with it tomorrow, right? You're excited today, you're not excited tomorrow. You have to be in this for the long run, because if you commit, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to see a significant change within their business over the next year. And what I tell people, and I tell myself this all the time, because there's some times where I don't feel like doing certain things. And that's why I reached out to Coach Jenna to be my accountability partner, right? Because there's sometimes when we just don't feel like it, right? What we have to do is we have to all have an accountability partner. That's how we're going to start. Everyone's going to have an accountability partner. And that person is going to help keep you on track and push you. And you're going to do the same for that person. And not only that, we're going to learn collectively. And if we have a question, we're not going to hold back. We're going to schedule a meeting and figure out what we need, and if what we have works for what it is that we're trying to achieve. So I see some new faces on here tonight and some people that I'm just excited about working with. This year, I want to get to know every name and face that we work with that is consistently a part of the webinars, a part of the trainings, that I'm seeing their accounts growing, their followers growing, their email list growing, their subscribers growing, everything is growing, their money is growing. I want to be that person where I was like, oh my gosh, I remember when Stephen first started, when Michael first started, when Wendy first started, when Charles, Judy, Esther, Karen. I just want to be that person. And I want you guys to be able to have an extraordinary testimonial over the next year. And yes, this is available for the UK, international guys, international business. So I'm really looking forward to working with everyone. And not only that, I want you guys to be very open and honest with yourself, because that's another thing. Sometimes we have to take a look at ourselves. Am I doing enough? Am I pushing myself harder? Am I going in the right direction? And am I working as a team, or am I trying to do this by myself? So yes, this is available in other countries too. So I'm going to bring out Jacques. I'm going to go ahead and hit the button so you can unmute yourself, and we're going to get started with this evening webinar. And again, guys, do not forget the 5th through the 9th, you will get an update. We're going to be using the same link. So if you are already registered, every time we update that link, you're going to get the information again, okay, for the new time and date, okay? So let me go here and just hit this button and bring Jacques on. Jacques, you can hit the unmute button.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yes, how you doing?
Okay? I'm doing well. Can you hear my voice okay?
Yes, you sound great.
All right, excellent, excellent, excellent. So are we ready to rock and roll?
Yes, we are. I'm ready.
All right, well, before we actually rock and roll, you know, man, I just want to say kudos to you, Miss Amanda Ray. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you already have a pen and paper or not, or if you were taking notes, but literally in that brief introduction there and laying the foundation work, Amanda just shared some really valuable nuggets. Listen, in my notes, I wrote down, embrace failures and mistakes. That's key to success, ladies and gentlemen. Find a community. Then she said, work smarter, not harder. And then she gave you the most phenomenal but in the world. And that is, if you're going to win, you have to be consistent. So when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, are in the right place and at the right time, I am saying you're in the right place at the right time. When I tell you you're connected with someone in Amanda Ray that truly delivers value to the industry and wants to genuinely help people to succeed, I'm telling you that person is Amanda Ray. So again, kudos to you, Amanda. It's been absolutely phenomenal to see your progression over these last few years and how you've just continued to move forward despite any and all challenges. And as such, you're doing very, very well for yourself and your family. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being who you are and actually inviting me out on this webinar this evening. So it's a privilege and it's a pleasure to be here, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, ladies and gentlemen. And before I actually get into the presentation here, just wanna kind of get a feel for the audience. So let me just ask you, well, let me share this with you. In order to get the most benefit out of what is going to be shared this evening, I need you to first and foremost, if you haven't already done so, clear away any and all distractions, okay? Because I'm going to move rather swiftly, and I want you to pay close attention to the information that I'm going to share. That way you can derive the most benefit. Number two, go ahead, well, make sure that you engage with me, okay? I'm going to ask some questions. I want to get some feedback in the chat. If you ladies and gentlemen engage with me, I promise you, you're going to pull the best out of me because I'm already a high energy type of individual. Okay, so clear away any and all distractions, pen and paper or something to write with. Okay, you need to take brief notes, engage with me, and then finally, make sure you stay until the very end. So the first question that I have for our audience this evening is, how long have you been trying, or how long have you been making money online? So making money online, an entrepreneur, online business, how long? Give that to me in years or months if you're relatively new, because I just want to see what the experience level is of our audience. Okay, so I have 15 years. I have 2 years. Come on, we got 100 people on here. I know you ladies. Okay, all right, 0. Okay, newbie, 4 months. 10 years, 20. Okay, 3 years. Okay, too many years to count. I love it. 7, 6, 0, 4. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. 20. Wow, 29, 10. Okay, all right, okay, you ladies and gentlemen are engaging. I got it, excellent. All right, next question here before we get started. If you have never been on a live event with myself, Jacques T. Morris, Atlanta Zone, shirt and tie guy, put no in the chat. If you've never been on a live event with me before, put no in the chat. No. Okay, all right, okay. So here we have an audience that really doesn't know who I am and what it is that I do. So therefore, I'm going to try to do my very best this evening to impress you, okay? That is my goal. And the way that I'm going to achieve that goal is to deliver an extraordinary amount of value, okay? So again, it's going to be very, very important that you actually pay very close attention to what I'm sharing with you. And then at the end, I'll come out and do some Q&A and turn on my video camera. What I like to do is not have my video camera on while I'm presenting, so that way I can just stay laser focused, but you will see me here toward the end, okay? All right, so what are we going to consider here? Actually, this is going to really kind of be a hybrid training, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a 2-in-1. So again, it's going to be important that you pay very close attention. The fortune is in the follow-up. And for those of you that are taking notes, I want you to write down a couple of things in your notes for me. Number one, I want you to write down the word audience, okay? AUDIENCE. And you're going to see how I'm going to actually make a lot of key and very important points, with regards to the audience as we go through the information. So audience, write that down in your notes. Then I want you to write down follow-up, okay? Follow-up, because the fortune is in the follow-up. So with that said, now that we've set the stage, you know a little bit about me, I know a little bit about you. Let's go ahead and get started, where I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me, okay? So who is Jacques and what is his story? First and foremost, I love for individuals to know I'm a spiritual guy. I have a strong belief in God. I'm a family guy. Love my wife of 19 years of happy marriage, okay? Some people are married, but I've been married for 19 years and I'm happy. Oh boy, when I tell you I'm happy, well, that woman floats my boat, okay? And we have 3 wonderful children. I'm a business guy. I'm a fun guy, and I love to eat seafood. So that's seafood that comes from the water. And if I see food and it looks good, hey, I like that too. I used to work in corporate America, ladies and gentlemen. The last job that I had was back in April of 2011. I was a truck driver here in Atlanta. I've worked in executive level customer relations. I've had all types of warehouse and manufacturing jobs. I've worked that dreaded 3rd shift or graveyard shift, which some people refer to it as. I've sold all types of things: clothes, videos, stuffed animals, food, candy. If it was legal and ethical, I sold it. Nothing illegal, okay? Like, I just didn't do that in my past, but legal and ethical, if it was sellable, I probably sold it. I even worked at a grocery store and I drove cars for an auction. So I want you to understand that I come from just an average beginning and background, okay? Now, most challenging problems for most entrepreneurs, okay? For one, most entrepreneurs, when they first get started, especially in the online arena, they don't have enough influence. In addition to that, there's not enough people that like them, know them, and trust them in order to effectively do business with them. So many entrepreneurs suffer from obscurity. Simply put, they just don't have enough exposure. See, unfortunately, a lot of times when we come online or we're trying to make money online, we think that all we need to do is just post something on our Facebook page 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day. And then when the money's not rolling in, we're scratching our heads trying to figure out why. Well, simply put, again, most entrepreneurs suffer from obscurity. They need more exposure. In addition to that, a lot of new entrepreneurs, they don't have an advertising budget. And I can relate, because when I first got started online back in June of 2011, I didn't have an advertising budget either. In addition to that, many entrepreneurs struggle to profit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very, very simple. I mean, like super, ultra, baby fresh simple to profit and make money online. But guess what? As simple as it is not easy, okay? It's not easy. And here with the Game Changing Academy, you're going to be introduced to tools and resources that are going to create leverage and help you to make this path a whole lot more, a whole lot more less obstructed, okay? Because I don't want to use that word easy, okay? Less obstructed than it has to be. Now, what if we could help you to eliminate those challenges? That would help you to actually be in a position whereby you're able to create success faster and you're able to profit more. Because one good thing about having a mentor or having a coach is if somebody has gone down the road before you, guess what? They can make the path easier for you, okay? So again, it's good to have a mentor and it's good to learn, but you got to pay close attention and follow the directions and the guidance that that individual is giving you. Now, here's some facts about people and entrepreneurs in general. Most people struggle with getting started. I like to call this the paralysis of analysis. They're forever making a decision. They're forever researching. They're forever having to talk to somebody else. They're forever trying to throw sand to the east wind instead of just making a decision. Make a commitment, make a decision, and then get to work. Because see, here's the reality. Regardless of the decision that you make, you still have to make that decision right. And the only way to make a decision right is you got to go to work on that decision. Now, there are a lot of people that struggle with staying consistent. This was something that Amanda brought out in the beginning. If you're going to win, and you're going to win at a high level, and you're going to win over a long duration of time, because you don't want to be a one-hit wonder, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to stay consistent. Now, there are too few people that actually reach their goals. And as Amanda highlighted, her goal is to help other people grow and reach their goals. And most entrepreneurs, unfortunately, they're stuck on the wheel of fortune. You know, they're going after every shiny ball. Like Amanda said, you know what? They post on Facebook one business today. Tomorrow or 2 days later, they're posting another business. Next week, they got something else. And let me help you to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. When you're trying to build a following and you're trying to attract people, the quickest way to repel them is have something different posted on your Facebook social media every single day, okay? Don't do that. Don't be stuck on the wheel of fortune. Don't have the shiny ball syndrome. Get laser focused and go to work. Woo! I hope y'all feeling this energy because I'm telling you, I'm having fun sharing this information with you. Now, 3 keys that you must understand about social media. What are they? Audience, okay? Friends list. It needs to be laser targeted. Your friends list is your audience on social media. Your audience is your friends list on social media, okay? The two are the two work in tandem with one another. But the key is they need to be laser targeted. You don't just want anybody to be your friend on social media because they're looking for your friends. You're looking for individuals that you have things in common with, that you can relate to, and that you can also provide value for, okay? Relationships, this is key. Engagement, this is key. Individuals do business with those that they like, know, and trust. You see, here's the reality when it comes to social media. A person doesn't have to necessarily know you all that well, but if what you project on your social media platform is positive, you're going to naturally attract them. And by means of that positive attraction, they're going to trust you, ladies and gentlemen. This is so key. If you can master this, I'm telling you, you're going to do very well in business. In addition to that, when it comes to social media, I want you to be in a position where you confidently make offers, meaning you sell, 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 sell. Now, people will say that they don't like selling. I totally get it. But when you provide value and you make offers, it's really not like you're even selling. It's like you're just putting something in front of your audience because you already know in advance it's a good fit for them. And for the individuals that see the value in it, guess what? They take advantage of it. Entrepreneurs, okay, they make sales, okay? Business is about sales. So if you can embrace that word sell, then guess what? You're going to do very well. But at the same time, you don't have to come across as salesy. That's what a lot of people don't like, you know, that salesy feeling. But the whole key that's going to put everything together for you on social media is lead with value. When you lead with value, you will attract the dollars. When you actually lead with the idea of, I gotta make money, I gotta make money, I gotta pay my bills, guess what? That's gonna repel people because they're going to feel the desperation. When you're just cool, calm, and collect, guess what you can do? Collect the check, all right? Here's some facts about social media, just in case you didn't already know. There's over 2.8 billion people just on Facebook alone. People are spending an average of nearly 2 hours a day on social media, which equates to nearly 5 years of their life. Can you imagine that? People are spending nearly 5 years of their life on social media. So what does that mean for you? Your ideal customer, community, teammate, business partner, mentor, whatever it is that you desire, 9 times out of 10, they are on social media. The key though is you actually have to find them. So does social media really work? Some of you may be asking, especially some of you that are new. Well, I'm going to share with you just some of the results that I've seen through the years. If I was actually showing all the results, I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we would be here all night, and I totally respect your time. So let me just show you a few brief highlights. Down in the lower right-hand corner, you can see it says 644 items. This was a business that I did a few years ago, and I was actually building customers, okay? These were not team members. These were not individuals that were going to sell, recruit, or anything like that. They were only customers, strictly customers. 644 customers exclusively from social media in the time frame of about 3 to 4 months, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, social media is absolutely powerful. Here in this next screenshot, you may be saying, well, Jacques, that was cool. You showed us that you actually accumulated customers, but have you made any money, my friend? Well, I did an affiliate promotion exclusively on my Facebook, okay, on my social media, and I generated $2,474.85 in profit in a time frame of about 60 days. And again, this was just one promotion that I did, and I've done many promotions on my social media throughout the years. Now, some individuals may say, well, you know what, Jacques, it's easy for you to share because you know what, or it's easy for you to make money because of your success. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen, I did not start off being successful. I shared with you earlier that I started in the online arena back in June of 2011. And to be quite honest with you, I pretty much failed miserably there for about the first 2.5 years. So much so that after about a little bit more than a year, October 2012, my bank account was negative $28.51. Now I'm just going to pause right here for just a moment because see, I don't know anybody's financial situation out there. However, I can tell you that not only was I at the bottom, but I had actually went through the bottom and went negative. But guess what? Even though my bank account was negative, my mindset was not negative. Now, I want you to notice here on the left-hand side of the screen, jmorrisbiz@yahoo.com. That's my account. These last 4 digits, you know, that's my account. Here's the date over here to the right, October 25th, 2012. And I started online in June of 2011. Now, let me just ask a very direct question. If you had started online and you worked in your business for a year, year and a half, and your bank account was negative, would you assume that it just didn't work, quit, and give up? Would you, or would you keep going? Put that in the chat for me. Would you give up or would you keep going? Would you give up or keep going? Tell me, be honest, after a year and a half, your bank account is negative. Would you give up or keep going? I see move on. I see keep going. I see quit. I see keep going. Come on. Most people would quit. Look, quit, give up, keep going, move on. Now, let me just share this with you. And let me slow this down, this part here. I totally get it. The natural inclination of most people when faced with adversity, ladies and gentlemen, is to quit, is to give up, is to make excuses, is to point the finger, is to play the blame game. But let me assure you of this. If you don't quit, if you don't give up, you know, if you do keep on going, there's something on the other side that is totally life-changing. So with that in mind, I kept going because every failure equals an even greater success. And look what happened. In August of 2015, for the very first time in my life, I had over $100,000 in my bank account. Same email address right there, jmorrisbiz@yahoo.com, and same last 4 digits of my checking account. Here it is right here, 2015. So, you know, again, it took me a little bit more than 2 more years, maybe almost about 3 years collectively. But can you see what happened because I didn't quit? And that was the first time that I seen over 7 figures, over 6 figures rather, in my bank account. And I love to share this with people because see, here's the reality, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of times you see a person's glory, but you really don't know their story. You don't really know the hardships, the struggles, and the challenges that they had to overcome through the process. So if you don't take anything away from today, the one thing I want to encourage you to do is to embrace the process. No matter how hard or how difficult things become, commit to yourself that you're going to keep pushing forward, because what's behind you is behind you for a reason. What you are seeking and desiring is on the road that's in front of you. So just keep on going. All right. So again, hopefully you appreciated that part. Now, what is Jacques? That's me. He is I is him. What have I learned? Well, time is your most valuable asset. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. You need to put yourself in a position to have more people to talk to than you have time, okay? Most people are afraid of success. Ooh, Jacques, did you really just say that? Yes. See, most people desire success, but they're afraid of success. Jacques, why can you confidently say that? Because they're afraid of doing what it takes to actually achieve the success. Now, talking to people, get this, ladies and gentlemen, and this is why you have to become an effective communicator. Talking to people opens doors, but notice this, talking to the right people opens the right doors. And truly, along this journey, you want to connect and talk to the right people. You want to be in the right communities, because then there will be doors open that, quite frankly, you could not have opened by yourself. But because you talk to the right people, the right doors swing wide open. Now, profitable conversations are much easier than you think. Here's some secrets I want to share with you. Most people are so desperate to make a sale that they scare people off. Don't be that sleazy, greasy salesperson, okay? Don't come across as desperate. Simply, again, lead and provide value. Don't give away the prize, okay, without creating curiosity. One of the most effective techniques that I've leveraged for the last nearly 11 years is curiosity. Things that make people go, I wonder what Jacques is doing. I wonder what he's promoting. I wonder what he's selling. I wonder. And then guess what? Then when I give it to them, it's like, oh, da-da. Now, if people like you, guess what? They're going to listen to you. Follow up is king. Take it away. If somebody doesn't want it, if they don't value your time, take it away, but do it in a very nice way. Simply just say something to the effect of, you know what? I don't think this is really for you. I appreciate the time that you gave me to share it with you. If anything changes in the future, I'll be right here if you need me. Did you notice that takeaway? Completely extemporaneous and off the cuff, because once you do this, this is just what you do, all right? Now, you don't have to be afraid, ladies and gentlemen, when you're out here marketing, selling, promoting, whatever it is that you're doing. You don't have to be afraid to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be ashamed of actually making money, because ideally speaking, your goal is to help people. Your goal is to provide that value. When you do that and you do it in the right sequence and the right way, okay, guess what? The money is going to follow. Now, do the opposite of what you see everyone else doing. Oftentimes, I see people just blasting on social media. And again, I'm not opposed to marketing on your social media, but me versus me put out a post, hey, I'd rather come to your inbox, make it a little bit more personal, put that little Jacques touch on there, you know, not necessarily the Midas touch, but the Jacques touch. And then, you know what, let's see if there's a good fit. I always tell people, let's see if there's a good fit. If it's not, you and I are still friends. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to unfriend you. No, I'm still going to provide value, because if I can't help you now, guess what? I may be able to help you later. Now, make it personal and your conversations will be profitable. Please write that down in your notes. When you're conversing with individuals on social media, make it personal and your conversations will be profitable. Now, let's see some of Jacques' actual conversations. I'm not going to read all these. Some of these I'm just going to simply paraphrase, so that way you can just really get a sense of how it is that I effectively communicate when I'm messaging on social media. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand, I've sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of products. Well, actually over 7 figures in products. I've generated well over 7 figures. I've built teams in the thousands. And guess what? I've primarily leveraged social media because I'm just not a big paid marketer or one that does a lot of paid advertising. Have I done it? Of course. But you know, the reality is I started free, free became me, and I've leveraged free to freedom. All right, so here's a conversation I had with Iris. I said, morning, Iris. She said, good morning. I said, been quite some time. How are you and how have you been lately? She says, doing well. Then I asked about her family. And then I asked her a question. I said, really quick, has anyone shared NA's #1 online wellness shopping club with you, Iris? And she said, no. So then the rest of the conversation says, I would love to share it with you if you're open to learning more. There are 2 ways that I can share with you. I can invite you to a Zoom or a private Facebook group. Which do you prefer in order to learn more? So she says, sure, doesn't matter, okay? So you can see there, very, very simple conversation. You can ask, has anybody shared, let's see, what do we have here? GCA, hi, do you know what that stands for? Game Changing Academy. So you're gonna be able to share with individuals and just ask them, hey, real quick, has anybody shared GCA with you yet? They're probably gonna say no. What is that? You say something really brief and then let them know how it is that you can share it, okay? Or how they can learn more, give them a choice, and then they're going to give an answer, and then you move forward from there. Very simple, ladies and gentlemen, and very, very effective. Another conversation here. So this was someone I was having a conversation with in New Zealand, and essentially what I was asking them about connecting on Zoom, for a few minutes, they said, sure, they gave me the time, and, again, we connected. Here's another conversation. Individual says, well, let me just skip there to the middle. I said, great question, because they said, what are you working on? I said, helping protect families' physical and financial health. They said, most definitely interested. And then I asked them, were they available to hop on a Zoom Eastern Standard Time? They said, sweet, I'll be there at 7 because they're in the Central Standard Time zone. So you can see nothing complicated. I'm not writing a whole autobiography in the messenger, if you will. I'm short, I'm punchy, to the point. I'm asking the questions, getting the answer, providing the information, collecting decisions. So essentially, here's the formula. Pique interest, ask questions, expose the information, collect the decision. Let me repeat that for you. Pique interest, ask questions, expose to the information, collect decisions. That's the profitable conversation formula, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? I probably never shared that with anybody before, and I just gave it to you live off the cuff. Here's more conversations. So this is Duwad, and Duwad, he gave me his phone number, okay? Here's another conversation, Angie, and she says, I'll contact you tomorrow. Now, there's something that you may notice here, if you're paying close attention, is that these conversations look very similar. Why? Because I either automate or copy and paste. And I'm going to share some things with you here in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, that are absolutely game changing when it comes to leveraging your time and creating super, super, super effectiveness. Now, here's another conversation here. And this individual, I just said, hey, I have an opportunity for us to work together on a health and wellness project. Are you open, or if you're open to learning more about it? They said, I'm game, brother. Listen, somebody says they're game, I'm in, get to the point. So, they said, send more details. I said, groundbreaking opportunity. Said, okay, let me look into it. These are actual conversations from my messenger inbox, and I've been very, very effective. Here's a funny conversation. Here I said, hey, Fred, how's it going? I know it's been a minute or two. Just had a quick question for you, please. Let me know when you're online. And so then he responded back. Well, guess what? A couple years later, Fred says, Jacques, how's it going? I know it's been a minute or two. Just had a question for you. Please let me know when you're online. Guess what Fred did? He used my same message on me, and it worked. Simple, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it simple. Keep it effective. Follow up is king. Fact, get this. Please take notes here. Most people will not follow up. You see, most individuals are so desperate to make a dollar that they simply won't follow up. They just want to make the quickest dollar that they can and move on to the next person. Well, according to a study by Brevet, and again, this is an online research agency, 80% of sales require an average of 5 follow-ups. Please put that in your notes. 80% of sales require an average of 5 follow-ups. If you don't want to follow up, then you may be in the wrong industry. I'm just going to keep it real with you. 44% of sales reps follow up with once before giving up. So most sales reps, they follow up with customers or potential prospects once, and then they give up. After 4 follow-ups, 94% of salespeople have given up. So here's my question to you. Can you outlast the 94% in order to reach your goals? If 80% of sales require an average of 5 follow-ups And after 94% of sales individuals have given up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can just go one more, oh my goodness, you actually escalated yourself and your business, your profits, and your bank account into the upper 5-6%. Absolutely phenomenal. I hope you're writing these things down because, well, better yet, I don't even want to say because. Let me ask you, so far with what I've shared, has this information been valuable? If it has been, type in the word value for me in the chat, and then I'm going to take an opportunity to catch my breath because I'm hyped, ladies and gentlemen, super excited to be sharing with you. Has this information been valuable so far? If it is, type in the word value. Man, I see the word value screaming through the chat. Okay, I appreciate the engagement. It lets me know, and it makes me feel good that my words are not simply falling on deaf ears, but these words and this content that I'm sharing is starting to resonate with you. All right, so let's move forward here. So let's go ahead and have some profitable conversations. Due to time, I'm probably not going to engage individuals in many conversations, but I am going to use some automation to show you 2 different ways to actually have some conversations. So we're going to actually show you how to segment your contacts in the messenger, okay? And do so by incorporating automation. So let me go ahead and go out here. Give me just one moment here. Let's see here. Give me just a moment here. Let me change something up. Give me here. And I have to go to my social media. And there we go. And here we go. Okay. So this is my social media account. And this is my Facebook here. And so what I'm going to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, is 2 automation tools, okay? And while they're one and the same, they're actually 2 different tools with 2 different purposes, okay? All right, so the first one I'm going to share with you here is what is referred to as the audience toolkit. Now, remember at the beginning, I had you to write down a word, audience, okay? The fact is this, you have to find your audience. Your audience can be found in a number of different places. They can be found in groups. They can be found on certain pages. They can be found on certain posts. So I'm just going to do a really quick illustration here. And let's just say, what is his name? Gary Vaynerchuk. I may be butchering his name. I'm sorry. I apologize, Gary. So here we're on Gary V's fan page. One of the things that I know about Gary V's audience is his audience is a group of individuals that think outside of the box, because Gary is way outside of the box. A lot of individuals that follow him are either entrepreneurs or they're desirous of being entrepreneurs. Again, whatever niche you're in, you need to find that particular audience. Where are they hanging out? Where are they spending their time? And then you need to go befriend them, okay? So here we're on one of Gary V's posts, and I'm just going to click on the individuals that have actually liked, loved, or cared on this particular post. And then I'm going to come here back to our tool, the audience toolkit, and I'm going to click on add friends, okay? And I'm going to do a delay because this is just for illustration purposes only. I'll do a delay, let's say 7 seconds. And I just want to simply send 5 friend requests. And then I'm going to hit start here on the tool. You see, it sent a friend request, okay? Now, instead of me going through and manually sending friend requests, this tool will automatically send the friend request for me, so that way I can build my audience on autopilot. Now, not everyone is going to accept my friend request. That's okay, but some will. And then for those that do, guess what? I'm going to make it personal. I'm going to send them a message. I'm going to conversate with them in the messenger, so that way we can make a connection. So there you see, just in the time frame that I said that, 5 friend requests were already sent, and this stopped. So there they are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the cool thing about this tool is it will send the friend request for you while you're eating, while you're spending time with the family, while you're out of the office, and even while you sleep. Remember I said, time is your most valuable asset. Find a way to create leverage so that way you can make the most effective utilization of your time. So that's one aspect of this particular tool, and I'm going to share with you several others. Now, again, when it comes to social media, one of the things that we want to make sure that we do is actually engage with other people's content. Because see, you don't want to be selfish on social media and just want people to come engage with your content. You want to engage with their content. So here we have what's called the automated liker tool that's built into this. So I'm going to like down my news feed here. So I'll just put, again, another 5-second delay, and let's have it go out here and do 5 likes down the news feed. And I'll click start, and it's actually going to kick in here. We'll give it just a moment. And you can see there it is. It automatically liked that particular post. Now, of course, my hands are not on the mouse. In fact, the mouse, the cursor is right here to the left. And there it is, like number 2. So here's what you do. You get up in the morning, you say, you know what? Hey, I'm going to like about 20, 25 people's post in my news feed, and set the tool up and go brush your teeth, do whatever it is, grab you a bite to eat. You come back and the likes have already been taken care of for you by the tool. Can you see where we're going, ladies and gentlemen, with leverage, with making effective utilization of your time? Why do this yourself when there's a tool that'll do it for you? Okay, so there we go. We got 5 likes. Okay, that was the second aspect of the tool. Now, some of you know that oftentimes you receive friend requests, right? And so with that, you have to go in and manually accept them, or perhaps you send out a lot of friend requests. Well, we have this pending request tool that we're going to click on, and it is actually effective for outgoing as well as incoming friend requests to automate this particular process. So outgoing friend requests, I'm going to click on that one, and then I'm going to click on it again. And what I'm going to have the tool do is cancel these outgoing friend requests because these individuals, for whatever reason, have not accepted my friend request. So I'm going to put it again on 5 seconds. This is just for illustration purposes only, okay? And I'm going to have it go ahead and cancel 5 friend requests. There we go. And you're going to see it, okay? Now you see it's hitting the cancel button automatically, and then the blue bar is coming up that says add friend. So once you use the tool to actually send out friend requests, after about, say, 72 hours or so, then the vast majority of individuals that are going to accept your friend request have already accepted it. Then you can use this other tool to go back in there and cancel those pending sent friend requests. And already, the tool has already canceled 5 of them for me. So we're going to go ahead and close that. And then it works the other way. So let's go to pending requests. Let's go to incoming requests. And we're going to click it again. And here, what I can do is automatically either confirm these requests, or if I click this button, it will delete the request. So I'll put the time delay on 5 seconds. And again, we'll just accept 5 of these individuals, okay? And there we go. So you can see it's being confirmed, all right? Because it's saying, hey, send a wave. So that means the tool is automatically confirming these friend requests for me. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things I want to share with you is that if you can save anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour of your time, and pretty much outsource that to an automation tool, man, that's going to allow you to do so many other things, because you ideally want to focus on the activities that produce the income. You see, the tool can't necessarily have conversations for you, but I will show you something here in just a moment that it can do. So close. All right, now let's go back here, and hopefully you're enjoying this. I have one more aspect of the tool that I'm going to share with you. And this is where I have dominated. This is automate messages. Okay, so I'll click it again. I'll click on message all. And then I'm just going to say, let's see here. I already have some conversations that, have been in here, and they're actually saved in there. But I'm just going to say, hey, and let's go with, let's see here. We're going to go with, we'll just say 5, okay? And we'll go ahead and start this. Well, let's see, let's go back. Let me go back, let's go back 2 weeks ago. There we go. So I clicked 2 weeks ago. I could go back 30 days ago, or I can adjust the calendar right here to go back several months ago to bring individuals back up to the top of my messenger that are deep, deep, deep down in the messenger, okay? So again, we're just gonna go back 2 weeks ago, and I'm gonna click, let's see, the message is already there. It says, hey, first name. So I actually click the FN here, and it puts the first name there. So that way, when it sends the message, it makes it personal. So we'll click start, and we're going to give that just a moment here. And okay, so it's going to go back about 2 weeks ago. I'm putting the cursor up here. So hopefully, again, you're starting to see how automation can leverage your time, how automation can do things that, quite honestly, you probably just don't want to do, but that are necessary to be done in an effort to affect the overall algorithm of social media. Because see, I want you to understand this. Social media, okay, it rewards the individuals that are active on the platform. Let me repeat that. Social media rewards the individuals that are most active, most engaging on the platform. Social media knows when we message other individuals. Social media knows when we like other individuals' content. Social media knows when we comment on other people's posts. And by virtue of you doing so, again, by you actually being engaging, what actually happens is social media will share your post with more people. You see, the tool is about to send Jason a message. There it is. It just sent Jason a message. It just said, hey, Jason, because, you know, again, I didn't want to get all elaborate with the message on here. All right. And now it's getting ready to send another one. It says, hey, Demetrius. Okay. Now, again, the message can say whatever. One thing I will advise you to not do is do not put any links in these automated messages. Here's another cool feature of this particular tool. You actually can create a series of messages, and what the tool will do is rotate those messages around to individuals that is sending the messages out to. So it just sent, I believe, yes, it just sent the third one. It actually has 2 more to go. And then what we're going to do is switch over to our other tool that we want to share with you, because I have something for you, ladies and gentlemen, that absolutely you will not find anywhere else, and quite possibly, and very likely, you're never going to see it again. So if you could just give me a few more minutes of your time and your attention, man, we're actually going to have even more fun. For you, those of you that don't have this tool, guess what? You need to get your hands on this tool. So it processed 5 out of 5. We're going to go see sending 5 out of 5 desired with 5 total attempts. We were successful 5 out of 5. You may say, well, Jacques, did it really send those messages to people? Well, let me see here. Let me go back here. And let me go ahead and click on the messenger. Okay, all right, there it is. So, hey, Eric, hey, Nancy, hey, Demetrius, hey, Jason. And then you see Jason here, he already responded back. So that tool, ladies and gentlemen, is a tool that I personally use in my business to initiate conversations. After a person responds, it's game on. But now that's just one tool. Now I'm going to show you this other tool that is absolutely going to save you a ton of time, because it's going to help you to organize your contacts in Messenger. So here, what we have, okay, somebody else just responded back, is the social conversion suite. Now this is more so of a CRM type tool that's going to, again, help you to segment your contacts in Messenger. So first thing I want to do is show you how to create a tag. So we're just going to call this tag GCA, all right? And I'm going to add the tag. And then come down here, and I'm going to edit the tag. So I'm going to make the GCA tag this color right here, and I'll go ahead and click Save. There's the GCA tag. So now that I've created the tag, I'm going to come over here to my Messenger, and I'm going to say See All in Messenger. And what I want to do is turn the tool on. So I'm going to come here, and I'm going to click this little button up here at the top. All right, so I clicked it off. Now I need to click it back on here, and you'll see what happens. All right, so it added this little blue circle and this little plus sign. So what I want to do is add individuals to the GCA tag, you know, and these may be individuals that I want to share GCA with, or I've already shared it with them. So I'll click on their name, and I'll come here and click on GCA and save. Then I'll come here, I'll click on GCA and I'll click Save. I'll come here, click on GCA and save. Now, the cool thing is, let's just say Nancy here was also a family member. So I can add an individual to multiple tags, save, okay? And let's say Nancy here, let's add her to a tag, and I wanna say GCA, save. So what happens is you get to segment all of your Messenger contacts. Anybody that you've messaged or that's in your Messenger, cold, hot prospect, warm prospect, team member, you know, customer, whatever, you can segment them into these different tags. Now, I know some of you may be saying, well, Jacques, what's the value in actually segmenting individuals into different tags? Well, if I'm having a conversation with them, I can simply come here and I can add a note. Let's see, let me add a note here. So Naj, let's say, talk to Naj today and shared GCA. We'll follow up will follow up in a couple of days. All right, and then I click save. So you can see that note is there, okay? The note that I have on Nods, I can take notes and have it all right here. But now there's an even greater value to this particular tool, because not only can you segment, your family, your friends, your team members, prospects, or what have you. Also, when you want to send a message, you can send a segmented message just to those individuals. Let's take, for example, family. I'm going to click on here. Better yet, let me go back here. I'm going to click here, message, and this will actually set up a message to send to everybody in the group. So I'll click interval, 30 seconds, template, the hey template, text, hey, let's speak tomorrow, max messages per day. With this particular tool, you only want to do no more than 30, 40 messages in a day, but the tool will actually keep going for for as many prospects or individuals that you have in a particular tab. And then I'll click none here. Here's the message, it's already set up, and I'll click save. Okay, now I come here to message campaigns, and then I get to, let's see here, already set one of these up to five messages to send. Okay, here we go. So I just simply click this button right here, and for all of those individuals that are in this particular tag, it's going to send them a message, and it's going to do so in increments of 30 seconds. Okay, so you can see this is actually counting down. Now, when utilizing, get this, when utilizing any automation tools, it's important that you're not also doing other stuff on social media, okay? Just set the tools up, let the tools do what they do, and then actually come back after the tool is finished, okay? Because you don't want to be doing, 30 different things on social media at the same time, because that's not going to seem realistic to the social media algorithm. So you can see it says, hey, Tammy, let's speak tomorrow, okay? So you can see the tool sent the message to Tammy. I'm just going to go ahead and stop it. And I'm going to click here. And you can see it said, hey, Tammy, let's speak tomorrow, okay? Now, for those that may not know, Tammy is actually my wife. So I just did a test earlier, and then I just did this other test just to demonstrate the power of the tool here, okay? So that's sending segmented messages to very specific people, because see, the other messenger that I sent you, it's just going to go down one by one, regardless of who it is in your messenger. This particular messenger with the other tool is actually going to allow you to segment and send out specific messages and speak a specific message to a specific audience. Now, here's the cool thing about this tool. You can actually back the tool up. So anytime you set up your tags or your messages and your other settings, you can export that, okay? Save it to your desktop. Then if anything happens, then you can just import it. Or if you are like me and you have several different social media profiles, guess what? You can create a export list inside of this particular tool for each of those profiles. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely powerful, absolutely phenomenal. There are some other features here, but I respect your time. And let's go back here to the slide so we can go ahead and finish up on today. Now, how many Facebook accounts can you have? I don't know. I know I have 8 accounts that are actually connected to my phone, but to be very transparent, ladies and gentlemen, where there's a will, there's a way. That's all I'm going to say. Now, the more messenger contacts you have, the more conversations that will actually take place. You see, you don't build a quality audience and friends list overnight. Automation is good. It leverages your time. These tools will work while you sleep, but it doesn't happen overnight. So anytime, put this in your notes, anytime you're using an automation tool, use the tool, but don't abuse the tool, okay? Don't send out friend requests every 5, 6, 7 seconds and you're sending out a couple hundred. Don't do that, okay? That's not natural. You don't build relationships overnight. You don't build a business overnight. You guys see where I'm going with this? Success requires that you pay the price in time and sweat equity. Success has a price. Are you willing to pay it? If you're not willing to invest in yourself, don't expect anyone else. As people, we do business with other people. So it is important that you learn how to effectively communicate. There it is. Learn the art of communication and watch the success that's going to follow. Distinguish yourself from everybody else. Do things that other people won't do, but that other people take notice of or pay attention to. Now, the right tools can help you save time and money. Did you know that? That the right tools can help you save time and money. Let me give you an illustration. If you and I were to go out in the woods and we were both charged with the responsibility of cutting down a tree, you may have the sharpest axe in the building, But if I got a chainsaw, there's no way you're going to cut that tree down faster than me. So it's tools create leverage, they save time and money. They actually help you to make more money. Now, how do you gain access to the hottest social media tools on the internet? Ladies and gentlemen, we got something special for you. This is absolutely crazy. We've never done this. And like I said, more than likely, you'll never see it again. So the first tool that I shared with you was the Audience Toolkit, okay? The second tool was the Social Conversion Suite, okay? These are tools that my business partner and myself, we've developed and we own, okay? These are our tools, but guess what? We're willing to share them with you. Now, why automated tools? Saves you time, your most precious asset. Time is money. Build and segment your audience. It's one thing to have an audience. It's something of a higher caliber to segment that audience, ladies and gentlemen. Contact people based on their interests. Increase personal contacts. It takes time to build trust. It takes time to build a business, okay? It is simple. We have simple tools. Our company is called Simple Social Tools because guess what? We, like you, faced many of the same challenges, and we were like, there has to be a more simple way to leverage my time, because trust me when I tell you, when you utilize some of these tools, especially the messenger, man, your inbox will be on fire. You will have too many conversations. You won't be able to hold all the conversations at the same time. That's the position you want to be in. Why? Because at that point, you're in a mindset of abundance versus scarcity. At that point, people are coming to you versus you running them off. Okay, now you have a choice. You can keep wasting time and doing things the old school way. I'm not mad at you. You can write everything down on paper, or you can simply take notes inside of the note section of the tool. You can keep being unorganized. You can keep messaging people on a one-by-one basis. If that works for you, cool. You can keep allowing the frustration to mount. You can keep trying to do 30 different social media platforms when the reality, ladies and gentlemen, all you got to do is master one and dominate your space in the marketplace. Now, if you want to gain access to the Audience Toolkit and the Social Conversion Suite, plus some absolutely insane, crazy bonuses that we have for you today, listen, regular customers pay like $27 to $37 a month for these tools. And let me just share this with you, because sometimes, people try to hype you up and say, Jacques, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Well, the Audience Toolkit, here it is, $37 a month. Again, that's regular customers. You, ladies and gentlemen, are not regular customers. You are VIP pre-launch customers of the Game-Changing Academy. We're going to start changing the game before the Academy even officially launches. So there's $37 a month there on that tool. This one is also $37, but this was a special page that we created, and so it was $27. Add $37 and $27, that's $64 a month. Do 10 months, that's $640, but guess what? You're not going to have anywhere near that price point, ladies and gentlemen. And literally what I'm about to share with you is game changing, and I would suggest that you pay very close attention. We're going to give you the opportunity to gain lifetime access to the tools. That way you don't even have to worry about a monthly, okay? What you want to do, write down this website. And then Amanda, if you could put this website in the chat, but I'm not finished yet, so don't go to the website, but go ahead and write it down. It's simplesocialtools.com/GCA, which stands for Game Changing Academy. When I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is exclusively for you, I am not joking. This, again, is the Game Changing Academy, VIP customers, pre-launch special, all right? Now, what we're going to allow you to do is, if you want both of the tools and all the bonuses that we're going to offer, and you haven't even seen the bonuses yet, if you want to pay yearly, it's $197 a year, okay? Remember, I said if you get both tools and you pay monthly just for 10 months, that's $640. Now, the second option is if you don't want to pay monthly and you don't want to pay yearly, you just want to pay one time for lifetime access to two of the most powerful social media tools in existence, is $397. But let's go ahead and show you the bonuses. Audience Toolkit bonuses for you today. You see, we again included the Social Conversion Suite as a bonus, okay? So basically, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 2-for-1 offer, okay? There's the Audience Toolkit University. That's where I've gone through and done some exclusive training on using the audience toolkit. There's also the affiliate blueprint. Amanda's going to be teaching you about affiliate marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, my business partner and I, we have made well over 7 figures, okay? If not even multiple 7 figures in affiliate marketing. We have the blueprint and you want access to it, or if you want access to it, let me just say it comes along as a bonus for taking advantage of our tool special today. In addition to that, there's the Simple Social Tools Live Bootcamp. This is where I took a group of customers, held them by the hand, went in depth, detail, sharing with them my strategies, my techniques, my secrets, and how it is that I dominate the marketplace through the messenger. And the vast majority of people don't even know that, they don't even know what I'm doing. Because, you know, I'm not necessarily a secret agent or undercover agent. I'm just one of those type of people. I like to do my thing behind the scenes. Total value of the bonuses, ladies and gentlemen, $1,235. Wow, wow, wow. So not only are you getting the 2 tools, okay, you're also getting exceptional training, because when we do what it is that we do, that's what we do. If you halfway enjoyed what I've shared with you, what is in those trainings is absolutely going to blow you away. And guess what it's also going to do for you? It's going to accelerate your progress in this process. Who's ready to gain access to SST, SES, and all the bonuses today? If that is you, put me in the chat. Let's see who's ready to gain access to SST, SSC, and all the bonuses today. Because remember when I said this will only be available, ladies and gentlemen, for a very, very short amount of time. So again, that's the Social Conversion Suite. That's the second software. The first software that I shared with you earlier is the Audience Toolkit. There's the Audience Toolkit University. That's a training, exclusive training. There's the Affiliate Blueprint, $197 value. That's an exclusive training. Then there's the SST Live Bootcamp, a $497 value. And to be very transparent with you, ladies and gentlemen, customers have paid these prices individually for these products in the past. Total value, $1,235. Ladies and gentlemen, there's the website, simplesocialtools.com/GCA. So what I'd like to do for about the next maybe 5-10 minutes or so is answer any questions that you ladies and gentlemen have. But in closing, I would just like to say this. We all have an opportunity to do many things during the course of our lives. We all have a limited amount of time in life in general. So when you think about your success, when you think about your family, and you think about your future, the bottom line is you can make excuses or you can make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jacques T. Morris here in Atlanta, Georgia. They call me Atlanta Zone shirt and tie guy. I like to just refer to myself as the coolest guy in the entire state. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your attention. And Amanda, my friend, I'm going to pass it back to you. If there's any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. So I'll go ahead and stop. Well, I'll keep the screen up for anybody that needs to write down the link. But yeah. Amanda Ray, I'm passing it back to you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Jacques. I appreciate that. I appreciate the presentation. And before we leave, I know we kind of went over our hour, but I just wanted to touch on one thing that's very important just for the Game Changing Academy. The first goal is to get you guys a set of friends, targeted friends, that's going to help you really speed up your results. And one of the things that I noticed with a lot of you guys is that you guys aren't at 5,000 friends as of yet. And a lot of you guys have been struggling to get to 5,000 friends. That is the meat and potatoes of your business, because the way that it works is the more traffic that you have, the easier it is to get people to sign up with your opportunity. If you don't have enough traffic, more than likely you don't have enough friends. One of the things that I tell people as well is that if you have 5,000 friends, that's important, because the Facebook algorithm is going to help push people that are in your targeted niche to your page just by you having already 5,000 targeted friends. So it's important, so important to have 5,000 friends. And the easiest way to get there is with Simple Social Tools. That's what I used to speed up my results, and not only that, have ongoing traffic and ongoing people contacting me all the time about what it is that I do and wanting to partner with me. So before we get started with the Game Changing Academy free training, again, the 5th through the 9th is going to be completely free training. We want to make sure that you guys have the traffic, because again, you need traffic in order to convert your business, your offer into sales, right? We need that to happen. So this is one of the first things that we need the traffic. Simple social tools is the way to go. Again, I've been using this for over 4 years consistently, using a rinse and repeat method that I'm going to share with you guys that allows me to get targeted friends to my page from all over the world. And I have people that contact me from everywhere that found me because I have 5,000 friends. We're going to talk about why that's important. We're going to go over the easiest way to use the tool and how this tool can allow you to get 5,000 friends in the next 60 to 90 days. If you are doing this manually, it can take up to a year to get 5,000 friends on your page, a year. So we are going to literally cut the time like more than half just by using the tool, okay? So that's the first thing I wanted to share with you guys. The next thing I would love for you guys to do is to commit to team building and working with the Game Changing Academy for the next 6 months to a year. Even longer if you really love what we have to offer and you get a lot of value out of the free training that we're going to give, okay? So the next thing is to make a commitment. And I'm reading from my list. I'm sorry, guys. The next thing that I want you guys to do is make sure that you put on your calendar, you are going to commit to being a part of the training or at least watching the training replays from the 5th to the 9th of April, because that's also going to be very important. If you can't get on the lives, you need to watch the replays, okay? And then the other thing is I'm going to share with you guys in another webinar before our training, our sales page, what it looks like, the information that's on it. It's going to blow your mind. And not only that, everything that we go over, we are going to allow you guys to get it done for you. So as an example, let's just say we're going over how to use the tool or how to build your email list. And you're like, you know what, Amanda, I really cannot wrap my head around how to do this. You guys are going to be able to hit a button that's going to schedule a call or a Zoom meeting where we talk about what the issue is, how to overcome that, and actually strategize on overcoming whatever that one obstacle is. Because here's the thing, you're not going to learn or master everything that we're going to teach. Some of the things you're not going to even want to do, and that's fine. But what we want to make sure is that if we are not able to get you to commit to certain things because you just don't have the skill set, we can partner with you through a phone call to get it done. Because that's the biggest thing, is getting it done, okay? And I noticed that a lot of people, they give up or they stop working hard, mainly because they just can't get it done. It's not clicking, it doesn't register. They're not getting the system to work the way they need to. And sometimes it's just a little thing that they need to tweak. So you're going to be able to hit a button, book a call or a meeting, and we're going to help you to get it done. And that's going to be so that we're all working together and we're all on the same page. But guys, the traffic is the first thing. A lot of people's like, nobody look at my post. Nobody looks at my storyline. I don't know how to do it. I don't know why. Mainly, one of the things is you don't have enough friends. And then not only that, once you have the friends, you don't know how to get the algorithm to work in your favor. So we're going to go over this in our 5-day training session. I'm going to share with you some things that you probably never heard of or didn't even know. And this is going to allow you to leverage your opportunity over the next 90 days. Okay, that's really important. We are going to have a banner where we're going to be promoting this free training for 5 days. I would love everybody to work and collaborate with helping us to push this 5-day training and to push the Game Changing Academy as one. the more people that we get to collab and work together, the more success we're going to have as a team, as a whole. Okay. So again, we want everybody to not feel like, here we go again, or I know that there's something I'm not going to know, or something I'm not going to be able to learn. I want you guys to look at it as, wow, we really have a collective team that's going to help us to prepare to do this the right way. And we're going to work together as one to make sure that we are achieving our online goals, right? That's important. No matter if it's funnels, email swipes, friends, right? Followers, whatever it is. Every time we go over something in a training, you're going to be able to book a meeting or a call and meet with someone to get that, whatever it is, accomplished, okay? Now, one of the things I don't like to do is do the done for you. Oh, this is a done for you. No, I feel like you guys got to still put in the work, but this is definitely going to allow us to tweak the learning curve, right? It's going to help us to manage the learning curve and actually work together and work faster as one. So Jacques, I want to thank you so much for the presentation. Guys, if you are like, you know what, I can't do this right now, I'm going to do it in a week, whatever, it's okay. But I tell people all the time, we always make money and time for the things that we truly want, right? Even if we have to get a second job. That's what I had to do. And I found ways to come up with the money for the things that I want, whether it's less coffee during the week, not eating out as much, not buying that pretty pair of shoes that I want. If you want it bad enough, you will find a way. I don't believe in making excuses for anything. Why? Because I'm a single mom of 2 and I made it happen for me and my children. And I feel like if I can do it, anybody can do it if it's something that you truly want. You have to just be willing to put in the time, put in the effort, and be committed to the process. Okay. Again, we'll be doing this as a team. I want to say thank you to everyone that came out. Jacques, thank you so much for the presentation once again. I'm so grateful for you spending the time with us to go over everything and just give us all of the ins and outs of how the tools work. Again, if you guys don't want to do this manually, I highly recommend. There's no doubt about it. That's why this is one of the first trainings. And again, this is in preparation for April 5th. Okay. So thank you guys so much for coming out this evening. I'm going to turn this back over to Jenna to close us out. And guys, I'm ready to rock this out. I hope you guys are excited about what's to come, because again, this is going to be something different than what you have experienced in the past. We are not trying to just sell you here and there things that don't work, but things that's going to make your life easier and make your business stronger. And not only that, allow you to start to see results within your business. So I want to say thank you so much, guys. Coach Jenna, are you there?
Hey, that was unbelievable. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. This Game Changing Academy has been, oh my God, our vision for years. This is not something that just came out about, but I'll tell you one thing. Amanda and I have built such a strong community together in the last couple of months, where we are so passionate about taking people to the next level. How many times have we said, hey, you know what we're missing? We're missing people connecting the dots. We're missing people to have a map. So what is most exciting, and I don't know if you could see me, I am so passionate to make sure that not only do we have an amazing opportunity here, we have a way to collaborate with one another, come with an exchange of ideas. What I love about this, and again, thank you to Jacques, who came out to show us this simple tool, to the rest of the community. Amanda and I have been using this. Amanda said it, 4 years. I've just been starting to use it only for the last, under a year, and I absolutely love it. So today's pre-launch was just to give you a taste of what's coming. There's so much more to this than meets the eye. I saw somebody talk about cost. What Amanda just said just hit it on the head. You know what? If you have to not do your nails for a month, if you don't eat out at Starbucks coffee, definitely look into investing in yourself. Like, work harder on yourself than you do at your jobs, right? And one thing that I can tell you, with or without you, we're going to make this academy happen. You have now a first mover's advantage to get in, okay? Eventually, it's going to close out, right, Amanda? I'm telling you right now.
That's right. That's
If
right.
we hit a certain amount, we want to be able to, coach you all, and we don't want to be where we're not giving you the attention. So those who come in first are going to benefit. Okay. And the other thing is the simple social tools. I saw somebody say, oh, I can't afford that. We live in abundance. If you start saying to yourself, oh, I can't afford it, that's a scarcity mindset. And that's the exact mindset that got you to where you are today. The next 90 days, you got to do better. Because when you know better, you do better. Okay. So when we're talking about cost versus value, if you don't see the value in this, of course, by all means, go on your way, do it your way, and we're going to be very happy for you. But if you see the value in this, then cost is irrelevant. There's plenty of times where I saw the value in something, and Amanda hit on the head. You rub 2 nickels, make $10, you make it happen. Okay. So I never want to hear somebody says, I can't afford it. That's an employee mentality. When you say that, when you say, how can I make this affordable for me? What do I have to do to make this happen? That's an entrepreneur. Unfortunately, there are more infopreneurs than there are entrepreneurs, or we call them wannapreneurs. If you're a real entrepreneur, you never ask, oh, how can I afford this? You said, how can I make it happen? Also, a few things I want to touch upon. What Jacques said about making friends. I can attest to the fact that I did not have a YouTube channel. I did not have a big email list. And I worked these tools, this tool, and I worked a few other tools just to make friends with people that are like-minded. I love that we can all just say that, you know what, anybody can do this. The last point that I want to say is consistency beats talent every day of the week. I do not compete with Amanda. Amanda does not compete with me. But one thing that I can tell you is that we are accountable to one another and we are consistent. There are days where we'll be like, oh God, I don't want to do, but you know what? We don't have it. If you see anybody in your circle that's negative, tell them to go to the dark room to develop. You heard me. Tell them to go, anybody negative, tell them to go to the dark room to develop, because positive vibes gives you a positive life. And if you're celebrating, you're elevating. The vibration has got to get higher. This Game Changing Academy is a title that Amanda and I sat and we banged our heads together and said, you know what? We need something to elevate people. When you come to this academy, you are going to vibrate higher. The conversation is so different when you're talking to people that are 6 and 7 figure earners. And if you're not there yet, mentally get there, because you are going to be there. You have to visualize yourself already earning that money, $10,000, $20,000, whatever it is that you want to make, write it down and manifest it. And make sure that when you're thinking about investing in yourself and in education, Amanda just talked about traffic. Guys, traffic is the lifeblood of your business, but it doesn't have to always be paid traffic. You could definitely build a healthy living with free traffic on social media, but you need the blueprint. And I cannot wait till this academy launches, because we're going to bring you such trainings that's going to blow your mind. I am so excited. I can't control myself. I mean, I have not been able to sleep. I'm super excited, and I'm so blessed to be part of this community, because honestly, go look online, go into different Facebook communities. You're not going to find a community like you find with this one. We are not threatening. We are approachable. We are likable, and we want to help. We're coaches with hearts. We do not care about the money. Like Amanda said, we made it. Now it's your turn. And that's why we're pouring into you. So I hope you all got a lot of value out of this. I, for one, am super excited. Thank you to everybody that came out today. Get back to the person who invited you here, and make sure you guys bring guests, because we are going places and you do not want to get off this road, this journey. This is the journey where the caterpillars become the butterflies, right? So I cannot wait. In fact, you know what? Our next banner should have like a caterpillar transforming into the butterfly, because we're gonna make so many butterflies out of this academy. We're going to be the envy of all online. When people say, oh my God, how did you learn? Like, oh, we went to GCA. We went to GCA Academy, and the Game Changing Academy is going to honestly change the game. So back to you, Amanda. I'm just super excited. So
Yes.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jenna. And I am as well. So guys, so everyone is asking, when is the next meeting? The next meeting, we are going to, you're going to get a link, because again, we're going to update the link so that every time we have another meeting, you will be notified about it. You'll see the banners about it. The next meeting, we're going to go over the sales page. We're going to go over, someone said to me, is there going to be an affiliate portion? We're going to go over that as well. Right now, we are focusing on getting people prepared. If you want to become an affiliate and you want to sell products and you want to do those things, what type of products to pick, how they look, and things like that. So we're going to go over that in our next meeting. Again, once we have the date, you will be the first to know, because the link will be updated and you will be able to get on and join us with our next training. So I want to say thank you guys so much for coming out. The replay will be available within a couple of hours. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next live webinar. Guys, stay blessed, stay inspired, and I can't wait to have our next meeting. Guys, have a great night.